little bit closer. Okay, okay, so I'll do it from a different angle. Maybe you guys catch a little bit more of this from this angle. Okay, so we got those two chords, and there's one little bit lead going on in the background. So we could just pretend that's the piano player or something. Okay, so the two chords, what I was saying, and by breaking it down, so we have this what do you call G? It's a G minor 7, and with a major 6 in the bass. And then the next chord is an A minor 7, but with the major 6 in the bass. And this note, like in the key that we're in, we want to look at that. Where is it in our key? In the key of, if, like we were saying, we're in F major. It sounds like it's in a passing tone. It sounds like it's in a passing tone. That guy. I recommend to always use your ear as much as possible. Breaking it down is good, like theoretically. This is like intermediate, so I'm thinking your major scale, your minor scale, and your basic jazz chords. And so, okay, so this one's obvious G minor, with the... Me, when I see two minor chords in a row right next to each other in a chord progression, I always think minor, minor, major, major, minor, minor, major, major. So it sort of fits in our progression, in the key of what? Because when you got two minors in a row, I'm gonna turn off the electricity. I'll just turn off the busy guy for a second. Okay, so those. I wanted when the first chord, right, always seems to be home. We go home in G minor 7, and then okay, well, why are we not in the key of G minor 7 then? That's like my brain would go there, and then seems to fit. It fits, but it has its limitations. So I would recommend. So in jazz, what we like to do is jazz around. We jazz around. So in the minor, I would check out the A minor as well. Since the only two chords are in fact G minor 7 and A minor 7, and in between sometimes you hear all open strings like. So those notes then become passing tones. So we'll try an A minor. It has its flavor, and then so maybe what in jazz, what a lot of people do, and you'll hear like some jazz players, players, and the papers have their different flavors, and so some people would change the scale as the chord changes, you change your scale too. So we'll go from G minor, say pentatonic, keep it easy, to then A minor pentatonic. So yeah, that and then so there's that flavor too, and even some of the great players, they'll they'll do a G minor, play the whole scale, and move it up to the A minor. The only note difference is this, is the B. So B becoming a passing tone. The arpeggios, that you having, they're going from G minor 7 to A minor 7. Might as well learn how to sweep those into there. Backwards and forward. And in the first video, I was showing how, there's, if we are in fact in F major, in some kind of F major, then playing the D minor pentatonic, or I think the passing tones in there too, they're kind of clear. So I recommend, that in breaking down the, so to try it all, and listen. Also use your ear. The pentatonic major F would be cool too. But there's something here missing. So So, not to get lost and not to, get totally too lost, I was using my ear and I'm trying to get the octaves in. So, whatever I'm going to play over here in the fat end of the neck, I'll go play also on the high end of the neck. So, even just major, F major. Go all the way up the neck and playing it here. Nice thing with the F is you have a lot of the open for pull-offs. Alternate picking, hey guys, number one, get your alternate picking down. So I would go like, take it from, because it keeps going G, D, 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 A, D, 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 G, D, 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 A in the progression. I would practice trying to get that kind of melody into it. So like, have fun, always go a little further on your neck and try to play notes you've never played before. Keeping it simple, of course. I would just keep playing the F major and trying as many passing tones as possible to find, you want to have your own style of music in life. So I could say, pick up the jazz Facebook and play and learn and everything and like do everything like everybody else. Or I'll say, something more like, you play, you do the work, you do the practicing, understanding that you could play the F major scale, not always starting on the F up here, but you can start it in the midway down the neck and practice it there for a while. I would recommend go to like the funky blues, beautiful sweet tones from time to time. If you want to make it sound like, like you're having a good time, you're around that fire. Maybe, some people, they're not too much into it. Or somebody picks up the saxophone and they're just playing blues notes and not so much jazzing it up. Maybe you want to play the blues notes that go along with the guy too. So, so the chord progression's always the same, back and forth here. You have the choice of G minor, or D minor. It doesn't sound the same. It's not this. It doesn't have the same flavors. You're going in it's like I forget what the mode is. The sixth mode, but it's like I think a Phrygian or something. But it's not that important. And I wouldn't get too complicated for you guys here on the show. I want to try to keep it intermediate, not too advanced, because, even myself, like the advanced stuff could drive me crazy. So, but keeping it simple, the two simple chords, and so those two simple minors could be, in a jazz, you got the 4 and the 5 that are major, and then you go 6 as a minor, and then 7 is a diminished. So if we treat 7 like it's a minor, it could also almost be in the key of. Okay, how are we doing that? So if the A is the diminished sort of chord, but we like change it all up, it would be like this. It's only one note difference, is the E flat. So the only difference between an A minor 7 with a 6, major 6 in the bass, and the diminished chord of the key is just a E flat. So that's just only one note. So say we do treat it like it's like that. What key are we in? Oh, okay. Did you get lost yet? Okay, I'll do it again. So we have the G minor 7 with the 6 in the bass. It's a major 6. Then we have, this is the chord progression that's going on in the background. Okay, and then so the A minor 7 has also the 6 in the bass. And the 6 is, fortunately, and we like it because it's like right in the middle of all these keys we're playing with. So it's always going to be a passing tone. So you can, you can pause on that note and then resolve in, up or down. And we love that about passing tones. So there's our passing tone is F sharp. And it's almost in both chords. Okay, well, I'm not to confuse again, back to simplicity. So the G minor and then the A minor, and if I switch the A minor for, the diminished chord, And what key is this in now, you know? This is like, sounds like G major. I mean, what a flavor change. Hey guys, I mean, come on. So you do a little bit of the math and a little bit of the, okay, like make the decision that, you know, you're in the funnest thing about color jazz and about the wonderful thing about jazz is that it could be minor and major and you're still in the same key. Some of the dronal, what do you call it? Atomic, not atomic, atonal, not atonal. Fusion, it's a drone jazz you'll hear out there. So you have a lot of drone jazz that Miles Davis, you know, will use this thing. It's a tricky thing in life in the jazz music world, where why would a major and a minor be in the same key? And then, well, it's just one note, you know, and so it's powerful. It's like it's also sometimes they'll do it in blues. You can be in the key of, like, say you're in the key of G major, and sometimes people pull out the G minor blues scale on top of that. It has that flavor. So, what are you know, what flavor you want to play, and how are you feeling? You know. You know, the different, using the different keys, different modes, different, not to complicate life, keep it simple again. 1 chord, 2 chords. So we're either in G minor or we're in A minor, you know, moving along those 2 chords, or pretend those 2 chords are in a key. What key? In the key of F sharp, because when you fit them in, it's major, minor, minor, major, major, minor. Okay, that's the law of the you know, the chords of the scales of the major, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, major. So those chords, I sort of expect you to know some of that. So it has that flavor. I like it. And the passing tones, all of them. And the G major thing, where did I come out with that? Okay, is, well, okay. So what I was saying is, when you're having this key, it's a 6, right? We were calling it a G minor with a 6 in the bass, a major 6 in the bass, and major. Well, what that happens to be is with G, it's a 6, major 6 from G. Okay, so it makes you think, oh, well, hang on a second, you know, is it in major or is it in minor? You know, but that note is in there. You know, the B flat is in there. So where are you going with major? I'd say that in the major, it's the flavor is so powerful there that it kind of takes over the chords and tells F major to move over, kind of. Like, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It's like, okay, how could that be? We're minor, you know, but in this minor, we're hearing a major in there somewhere, you know. So, what was our B flat? There it is. Okay. So B flat becomes a passing tone. And there's, we're back into G major. I mean, and if we're going in G major, then we know that the E minor is the relative of G major, so we would try that too with the pentatonic. It sounds more like we're in G major, yeah, so take the flavors around. It's like flying around the planet, because like at different places in the world, you wouldn't have been allowed to play certain of those notes. So you have sometimes you're allowed to do this, sometimes you're not, you know. And here at home, you're allowed to do whatever you like. So, you know, you play, that's your guitar neck, and those are all those notes actually fit as long as you want them to, and or you make them fit, whether they're a passing tone or not. All those notes, they all fit, really. We change moods, you know. You go from a major mood to a minor mood, all in the same progression, same chords. The bass player, what he might do is, you know, he'll know that you're changing chords, and instead of maintaining the, he'll like go into put in that E flat for the passing tone. I even like the D major. I'm starting to understand now. When my teacher back in 92, 93, my teacher was explaining to me the jazz at Vanier College about don't forget to try everything, because we could follow a theory. We could break down the theory. We could break down the chord progression and know exactly what notes, and play like as if it's like a cookie cutter. It could be cookie cut played, or it could be, shape it with your hands. So, what kind of, type thing. So, okay, so when we make cake, we have these cake platters, but like if we're making snow cake, like outside, we have no limitations. We'll make it anywhere. So that's being free on the guitar is it's a matter of perspective, and how long will you stay on that note? Every note is a good note, depending on how much time you want to spend there. Just that note, let's go with F sharp. Okay, so the chord is G minor 7, and it's actually in there. So yeah, we were saying that earlier. So let's go with another one. I'll just close your eyes and pick a note. Okay, what note is that? It's a B. Okay. B, what note, where is B in this frickin' progression here? It would be the third of G major. So in the key of G major, B would be there. So, some horn starts playing. And he's sort of like telling you guys, it's like, hey, yo, I'm taking the third. It's not in the chords. It's not in the chords. So what am I doing with this note here? You're changing the mood. John Coltrane do that all the time. Miles Davis too. The greats. And so the other B is he's playing the third of G. So yeah, I think that's all for today. I think like if you enjoy the show, I'm free to be teaching jazz, guitar, any kind of style you like. Really, I'm into music, almost all music, even more recently, electronic music is also catching an interest in um, my repertoire, and so yeah, these I hope you've been inspired and or learned something about the what's the truth behind the guitar jazz backup improvising, and how do you get to fly, you know. I think the idea is not to be afraid. That's like rule number one, not to be afraid. I mean, Django had 2 fingers, you know? You ever try it? Take your 2 fingers and try to have fun. He had no choice but to totally, completely understand passing tones. And anyhow, so I've got to recommend you guys just don't be afraid. Rule number one. Rule number two, find your chords, like whatever chords the guy's playing, you know? What's that guy playing, you know? And normally a block on the guitar is a block on the guitar. You usually recognize it right off the bat, you know? That's a block. It's a minor 7, boink. All the, all of the frets down on, all the notes on one fret is a minor. It's sort of like this minor chord. When it's open, it's an E minor 7 chord. Also G, there's G. Anyhow, with the A in there, but yeah, I hope you like the jazz improv living room on the fly teachings, the full moon. I love you guys, and look how many full moons on this guitar. Do 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 do. Yeah. So have a great day, and don't forget to have fun. Like, I'll post this. I'll post this chord progression, just like a 3-minute thing. I'll actually just let it go here at the end for 3 minutes. Since I have my fiddle right here, I might as well see if the theory goes for fiddle just because I'm here. Let's say with the F major, I was saying the G major felt like to me to be the more with passing tones and fun flavors. Yeah, G major sounds good. Anyways, and then the F major would be like. Yeah, the F major has a little bit of something of a out there. And then we're gonna go with pentatonic. I'm pretty sure the G minor does it. G minor, G major. Anyhow, yeah, I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. And if if you get inspired by any of this, check out my show. And it's always going to be around 9/11 or 6/11 or 11:06 or 11:09. I don't have a. I'm not on. I'm on Indian time. And love you guys.